Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy A-Man's back with some new heat for y'all today. Let's get it, man. We are now working on Purple Kaido for OP07, y'all. We have played Purple Kaido before on the channel. If you're not new, but this time we wanted to see how strong Kaido can get in OP07. I know OP08, I think it really takes off with the Black Maria new card coming out, having access to the 9 purple Big Mom. It's just a lot of more weapons and stuff like that. But I'm excited for OP07. We do get some new cards with the one called Searcher that helps us search the Onigashima. And so that increases the consistency of seeing it in our starting hand or searching for it. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm ready to blow the field up. It's literally one of my favorite cards is 10 drop Kaido, blow the field up, bruh. I think in this current meta, that is just really powerful, especially against RP Law, swarming the field, against Black, if they don't have the Sabo effect going that turn, you know. Blowing the field up just hurts. And I just want to blow the field up, you feel me? But yeah, let's get into some gameplay matches. I'll turn this up times 1.5 speed so it can go by a little bit quicker. But we have about 3 or 4 matches that I'm showing right now against OP07 and OP08 leaders on the sim. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see. Oops. All right, let's get into it. The first match will be against OP08 King. You know what I'm saying? King versus Kaido. We all know if you watch the anime that Kaido probably low diff King. I don't know. But in the card game, it's different. My deck kind of changed up a little bit. I was trying out OP08 stuff. So in my hand, you see the Black Maria. And I also was trying out the promo Kaido that pretty much if your opponent has 10 down on the field, it can't be KO'd. I think it's a good tech card into like Black. Definitely if the meta is dominated by Black, but with RP Law running rampant, I will doubt I'll be able to get this effect off of, you know, playing it like a regional because I'm going to be playing a lot of RP Laws and stuff like that. And not all the time they're going to have 10 done. They rarely ever have 10 done. So it don't really work. So I'm just testing out different things. So, but yeah, let's get into it. We usually, if we see Onigashima, I usually keep the starting hand no matter what else I have in my hand. I'm a mono cuddle leader, so I have 5 life. So I have a bit of defense to be able to, you know, either draw into other cards I may need or take life and see if I can find what I need. So standard play, attack 5, play Onigashima. That's literally like, go first, this is what we want to do on turn 2. Like automatic. The next turn, we either want to go into a king or a queen if we have it. If not, that event that allows you to kill a KO a 6 cost or less, and then you draw a card, and you ramp a done. Wait, do you? I don't think you ramp a done. I mean, I don't think you draw a card, but you ramp a done. So yeah, it's crazy. And then they playing. See, Black and purple is actually a decent combination because you're gonna have access to all of the new OP08 stuff, like the new Black Jack and the new Black Kaido. Then you got access to stuff like Kuzan. So it definitely gives you a lot of more weapons, man. And Black is always a color that is it's just OP in my opinion. So, but yeah, attack 7/6. He gives up the Black Maria. Boom. I know he about to go to 10 down next turn. Play down the Kaido. At this point, the Kaido is indestructible, bruh. So against decks like This it don't work as well again because obviously he can use leader, or yeah, he can use he just used queen, Negadon, draw 2, discard 1, or he can use his leader effect, discard 2 to draw a card or minus 1 of my characters. So against decks like this, it's not good against. You know what I'm saying? So I think eventually I end up taking it out because most decks, it's not good into like a lot of different decks. So I end up taking it out. But it was cool while it lasted because you could do a cool play with play him on 8 done, 8 cost Kaido. Then next turn you blow up the field. So you kill all 8 cards, but your 8 cost Kaido is indestructible, so it doesn't die. So you got 2 big dumb attacks on the field. So in theory it sounds cool, but actual gameplay is hard to make happen, especially against decks that neg done and stuff like that. So right now, this is the play that I wanted to do, but I forgot that he negged it done with queen, so my Kaido got destroyed. But that's fine. Attack 5. So he got full 10 done against purple, and they got full 10 done. Man, you just, you know, they supposed to be dropping something big, bro. Like that's really the play, unless you need defense with blockers and stuff like that. So he attacks 5. We have 4 life, so we took it. And then he drops the new 10 cost Big Mom Kaido card. So at this point, I'm thinking like, freak. He only has 2 life left. What we do? Attack 12. What we do? Trash that life. Attack 13. You better have the counter. Boom. He doesn't have it. He has another 10 costs in hand. So another brick. So 4 bricks in hand, and he only had 4K counter. With Kaido, you do not want 2 life is lethal, bruh. Like you can't leave yourself at 2 life because I could easily just attack for 12, trash your last life, and then attack for the another 12. Because normally that happens when you blow the field up. You blow the field up, so you get a reset. So you got a 12 cost on the board, 12K on the board, which is hard to remove. Like Enel gotta have the Raigo. Lucci gotta have everything. They gotta have stage, Helmepo, engrave. Like they gotta have the 1 cost -3 event to be able to take this down. So it's hard to remove. So next turn, attack 12, use leader effect, trash their last life, attack another 12 or 13. Boom. And one thing about the 10 drop Kaido Big Mom is why I won't play it probably, because waiting a whole turn, it's like Big Mom, right? It Katakuri your Big Moms, but they not in a good position to Big Mom, and your opponent is threatening lethal next turn. The Big Mom didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So your big drop has to come out and have instant value, in my opinion. So that's why I'm running just the 10 drop to just blow the whole fill up, because I might not have time to survive your next turn to activate this effect. Okay, so we move over to the next game. We're going against Boa. I think Boa's going to be really, really good. Blue is starting to make a comeback in the meta, and you can make some decent plays with Boa. So yeah, we're going second this time. We don't really have. So now I'm testing out the Brûlé too. OP08 Brûlé, I think it's gonna be really good because on KO, you get arrested down, and it's also a blocker. So it protects you and ramps you. So that's perfect. Then we got the 1 cost event. I'm thinking in my head, do I want to play the Brûlé or play the 1 cost event and look for a Onigashima and play it? So I think instead of searching and looking for Onigashima and whiffing, I just played the bootleg because I know I can get an automatic ramp, which I probably shouldn't have done that because blue can bottom deck stuff. So maybe just searching for the Onigashima was the best play. But 5 done, like, I doubt they have something to bottom deck this right now. So I should be able to get the value. And in my hand, I love seeing my big boys, man. I got the Kaido 10 drop and 9 drop. So I mean, I got options. You feel me? He swings for 5. I'm thinking in my head, do I want to counter this? And then maybe he's going to swing for 7 and we just block it to ramp a done. So I just take that and then I just block the 7K. Oh, he didn't attack. Is that a misplay? Well, if he attacked, I was going to block it with Brule. Okay, now we have 6 done. We don't have king. We got options. We can search, play. We don't see Onigashima, and then we can play the kid. We take the searcher out and go from there. Because I think she can use plays to where she can bounce cards back to her hand and use her effect to draw cards. So if I have an opportunity to take out a card off of the field against blue boy, then I'll probably do it. He attacks for 8. I go ahead and block and ramp. That puts me to 7. Oh, see, that's the thing, man. See, I hit him with the nice. Sometimes I be forgetting I'm going against blue decks. You have to worry about putting, bruh. So, yeah, I got pudding. He talk about some hee. That's crazy. So, I go ahead and play the Onigashima. I was thinking about getting a big body on board, but then I was like, I need Onigashima down because I need to be able to ramp more once I use my big boys neg Don effects. I decided to go ahead and swing with the kid. He counters out, so that's good. And then I'm thinking, he can gravity. I didn't even know he did that, but his gravity blade, bro, feels so bad, bro. Like, he just got 2 of my 5 cost cards out. Like, nothing happened, bro. So I'm like, all right, no reason to blow up the field. I can establish the 8 cost Kaido. I know he's about to be at 10 done. It can't be KO, but it can get red rocked. So I attacked for 6. He counters a 2K. I just played a non-KOable card. Wait. Oh, he was at 9 done. See, I misplayed. But I guess I was thinking in my head that maybe he don't have a way to remove it. And I can just keep comboing out from here. So he puts 9 on board. I don't have any 2Ks, so this is probably going to be me taking. Get the queen, and he plays the boy Hancock, bro. Getting stalled when you play like high cost cards feels really bad. So no reason for me to blow up the field. I got 1 life, so I'm just probably going to establish blockers. Use kid, use queen, draw 2, discard 1. Get an active done back. I just attack 5. I attack low because sometimes like I don't want them to have another life. and I just want to get cards out of their hand. So I try to give them an easy out to counter, just to just dwindle down their resources, as opposed to gaining resources on their turn. So right now I'm in a good position. He swings 8. We can't take this life. So I think I'm deciding which one I want to block with. Go ahead and block with the queen. Now, if he plays like a big body, then we'll go ahead and blow the field up next turn. But if he plays like another board, then we could probably just 9-drop and destroy one. He attacks for 6, we give him a 2K. Okay, he plays boar. He doubled boar on my Kaido, so for 2 turns, I haven't been able to get the value that I can get from my Kaido. And then he plays a blocker. So this might be a good time to just blow the field up, though. Maybe blowing the field up is just easier because... So I attack 5, attack 6. Boom. Board wipe. I keep my Kaido on board. I got 2 big dumb bodies on the field. And it's just like, what do? You red rock one of them if you got it. Bow another one, can't attack. I'll be pissed off if that happened again. But yeah, man, this is crazy. Like, he attacks 9. So, which is, I think, is a good play. Get me down to 1 life, so it forced me to have to play blockers. And then he red rocks, obviously the 10 cost one. And gets bow effect to draw a card, which is pretty cool. So I think in one of my later builds, I started running the Shiki 2-cost blocker because it allows me to be able to get more plays done. Like, I can't play 2 blockers right now because they cost too much. Like, the Brule is 4 and then Kid is 5. But if I had the Shiki, I'd have been able to play Kid and Shiki and draw, discard 1 to filter my hand. So we go ahead, we attack 7. He counters out. Wait, what? I think he made a, okay, yeah, he made a misplay. But yeah, even if he did, him staying at 1 life, and he plays the Kaido. At this point, I'm thinking he might have the Gravity Blade next turn, and he can just send my blockers away, attack me for lethal. Or do I just trash a life with leader effect and just swing? What do I else have to do? Okay. So I think I just decided to risk. Wait, did I do that? Play the 1 cost, get the queen. So I could put 3 blockers out. Okay, that's what I did. So I could put 3 blockers out. So if he removed 2 of them, I still can block 1 of his attacks. Get rid of the Onigashima. I still trash a life. Then attack 5. Then I attack 11. And he just didn't have the counter. Looking back, I think I could have played this turn way better. it's like I was focusing on being defensive and offensive at the same time. Okay, and he did have the gravity blade in hand, so he probably could have gravity blade my 2 5 cost blockers. Right, then he only had 3 down left. He probably wouldn't have. If he was going for lethal, he probably would have attacked me for 8. Yeah, he wasn't gonna. He couldn't go for lethal because he could attack me for 8, and then I just countered that obviously because I got two 2Ks in hand and a 1K, and then he attacks with the Kaido and I just block, and then I went on the following turn. Yeah, or he gravity blades, attack 5. I countered, and he attacks 12. I block and then played another blocker, but then that wouldn't have did anything. So yeah, or he could have played Boa, made my Kaido can't attack, played a blocker, attacked me for 6. I countered and attacked for 12. I block, and so I have just leader effect and can't attack with this. And I don't think I have enough done to go 9 cost Kaido for the rush win. So yeah, if I didn't finish him this turn, I think he would have been able to win. But the way I did this turn was like defensive. You know, I used a lot of Don to set up blockers and stuff like that, as opposed to trying to go in for lethal. But it worked out for us. Okay, next we go into Enel. Now this matchup was just crazy, bro. Enel is just, it's so hard to beat Enel, bro. It's literally so hard to beat Enel. But yeah, he goes for the banish. I want to keep my cards as much as possible, so I think I'll go ahead and counter out of this. I'm at 6 down. I don't care what card it is. If it's Kingable, I'm gonna have to just pop that thing. I get a body on board and I take out your card. So I really don't really know the best way to beat Enel. I know you want to establish a board and you got to swing wide. I tried starving Enel so that the Rygos, he had to trash all his life if he want to use it to get rid of my big boys. I think that's an effective method. But starving Enel and then they get to end game and they just spamming big cards and healing back to back. It's just tough. So yeah, any deck I play, like playing against Enel, it's just tough. So we played a kid and I turn. He had two Shirahoshis on board, so he can Katakuri, the Shirahoshi, right? But he chooses to do my blocker instead. Probably got another Katakuri in life, and don't feel threatened that I can kill him right now because he has a lot of cards in hand, and I need at least 3 swings. Right now, I only have 2 swings. And so we destroyed a blocker, give him a life. I don't know if that was the best move, but I do want to keep getting cards on board. I could have chosen to not activate the effect. Yeah. Yeah. Then he plays the Yamato, and it's so much life right now that he was able to pop my king with the Yamato. I did draw into the Law. Law is always really good into Enel. Ripping 2 cards from their hand just always feels good. So I swing 6, he takes. It's a counter. Drop the law, get one of his Yamatos. I dropped the X-Drake to get rid of another card. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But in my head, I'm like, bro, he has way too many cards. Like, it's annoying. It's literally annoying that he still have all these cards in his hand. So now, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 10 drop Kaido, wipe the board. You know what I'm saying? And boom. We find it. I think next turn we are going to 10 done. And we get the 9 drop off life. He plays another Yamato. I'm like, all right, perfect. We're going to 10 done. I attack 5. He lets it go. I'm debating whether I want to attack here because I know I'm about to blow the board up. So I want to get an attack in before I killed him. But he's just going to cycle. And they're just going to cycle his life. So there's no point in attacking. So I board wipe the board. In my head, I'm like, I had to do that, right? He had 3 big bodies on the board, but he has so many cards in hand that I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's just going to keep playing back-to-back big bodies, bro. So he plays the ace, and he doesn't attack. Right now I have 7 done. Like, I want to starve Enel and leave him at 2 life, but it's like, I'm trying to fight through all they heal big bodies. And maybe one time he won't be able to heal, and I could just try to go for lethal, but he attacks 9. I got 4 life, so he takes, and then he Raigos my 10 cost. Then he attacks 10. I want to block, but I need to have some sort of board presence, so I do take it. We get another 10 cost Kaido and another law. This is a lone max, y'all. I feel like against Enel, if he played any other deck, I don't say any other deck, but he probably would have won already. But since I was able to control the board a little bit with the 10 drop Kaidos, we just kept going back and forth. You know, and it's pretty much a battle of attrition at this point, and it's really hard to do that fighting against Enel. So we logged him again. We attacked him for 9. And I was finna try to go 9-9 to get him to 0 life, but he had the counter, so I was like, frick it then. I'll just leave my blocker up. He must have was threatened by that play because he countered out, you know, so he probably didn't have a way to heal, and he might have just drew into it. So Hiyori Swamp played a Kaido. Whew. So he still has 2 more big bodies on board. So I go ahead, swing 5. Swing 6. Because I'm about to blow the fill up again. He counters out. I blow the fill up again, bruh. Like, now I'm like, okay, he's 3 cards in hand. He'd use another Raigo. Oh, my 10 cost Kaido, bruh. You know, we just had the outs, man. We did our best with blowing the field up and creating that hand advantage or a card advantage. We do have hand advantage as well. We lowered down to him, so we played the Sanji. We have 4 down left. We go ahead and play the Basil Hawkins because we can ramp it down. There's no point in swinging, right? Because it could just cycle. Why didn't I play the Basil Hawkins? He must have just top decked that ace. I think that top deck ace just literally saved him. Yeah, the top deck ace saved him. I think I counter out here just to keep a body on board. what do I do here? I think in this position, I need to get rid of the ace, right? So I think I was going between just playing Kaido and maybe rushing and just, or maybe not using this effect. Yeah, Enel is just so crazy to play against, y'all. Like, you literally have to make the right play. So I just go for it. He has to 2K, and I play 2 blockers. I think I swing 6 because I shouldn't have swung 6, I don't think. But I was thinking that he'd probably just attack the blocker. And then he draws into another ace. So I think he just got a lot of just back-to-back good top decks. Because we board wiped the field like 2 or 3 times, y'all. And he still, each time he had at least 2 or 3 big bodies on the board. And then he still had multiple 10-drop aces. So I know he top decked them. So now he has 2 life. Nail's sitting at 2 life. You need 4 swings to even attempt to kill him. So right now I'm so far behind. So I play this, and I don't think I use his effect, right? Actually, I don't know why I did that. I should have just played the blocker, but at this point I'm like, bruh, I don't have enough swings to kill him, so. You have to counter for that, so pretty much here you just attack and gain. So yeah, if it was some better plays I could have made, just rewatching that, it was really tough. Yeah, it was really tough. But Enel is just tough. It's a tough matchup for any deck, I think. But yeah, man, let me know if y'all see any plays I could have made to play that differently. Last match, we have the Perona. And Perona, I think, gets really good. They get the 1-0 searcher. They can play the 1-0 package. They can draw really well. She ended up whiffing off the 1-0 searcher. And they got the Momonosuke. So Perona can really. They play another 1-0 searcher, and you can be my samurai. Attacks 5, we get the Basil Hawkins trigger, which is pretty cool. So now they can do you can be my samurai next turn. To rest those 2. And you have to be careful too with Kaido. Like, you don't want to neg Don too early, especially if you don't have Onigashima, because you want to be able to save up for your other plays. You know what I'm saying? So I played the queen and I didn't use his effect. He does you can be my samurai, draw 2 cards. Crazy card, by the way. Plays Borsellino. Okay. Oh, I meant to. Yeah, I meant to just block with my queen there. And just saved it. I could have saved the card. So he does have multiple cards in hand, so I'm looking like I can law this mug right now. Go ahead, get 2 cards. We get a Gekomori and a Sabo, 2 really good cards. And we just swing face. He blocks counter 2. And we swing with the king. I'm not afraid to attack with my blockers too a lot, y'all. So especially if I feel like I can get the advantage. And I got 4 life. He lets the Borsellino go, which is fine. Plays Momonosuke, get a Hiyori. Plays a Sabo, draw 2, discard 2. Awesome effect. So saves him from any destruction KOs next turn. And he attacks for 5. We go ahead and take. We have the board wipe. We're at 8 done. We can't really destroy anything right now. So I'm thinking in my head, I don't want to go down to 7 because next turn I want to have the option to be able to board wipe just in case he plays like another gecko and establish all of this card advantage, right? Because he won't be able to do Sabo again. So we just get a little aggressive this turn. We want to get him to the point where we're setting ourselves up to win. And we play another queen and we just don't use his effect. So he plays the Isho, discard 2 cards from our hand, which is fine. Attacks to Law. I know I'm about to blow the field up, so I'm thinking I can use Law to just get these free attacks in, right? Before I blow the field up. If I had 9 cost Kaido, I probably could have used that instead and just destroyed the Sabo and just attacked. So I go for 7 and he blocks and counters. So blocking and countering there is really tough because now I'm like, okay, I can take out more of your life. You know what I'm saying? And then I think I decided to just not Kaido because I figured I can just put a lot of pressure on him this turn and still survive his next turn. And if he do anything else crazy, then I can kill him. So I just went 9, 9, 9, 9. And he had the counter. But instead of destroying the whole field, we got his hand down to 1 and all his life gone. So literally he's in like a, you know what I'm saying? He's on the back foot. And I still can just 10 drop Kaido you next turn if you get too much card advantage. So he goes 9 into queen, which is fine. And he's pondering his moves. I think this game ended up going on longer because he kept having like blockers and stuff like that. So he's done. So he attacked queen, which is good. Attacks 8, boom. So he cleared my field. So now I'm like, hey, blow your field up. I could kill everything besides Borsellino. Right? Can't attack because he can just block. Then he has the Gecko into a Borsellino, into a freaking Otama, which gets him a freaking Ryuma. So now I'm like, bruh, this dude trying to come back. He attacks, we get the trigger. We grab a 2K. I got 6 Don in my hand. He got 2 Borsellinos, a Gecko. You know, it's crazy how much Gecko can just really like turn the tides in a match, if that makes sense, man. It really is crazy. 6 Don. So I'm thinking like, boom. Attack for enough to where he has to block with both Borsellinos. And Perona don't play any rushers, right? So we know he can't kill us next turn. We use the one called Searcher. Snag the Kaido, and we just attack. You know we gotta block that. So pass the turn. I think he plays he plays You Can Be My Samurai. It's even better for me, but I think he drew into a Gecko Moria. Okay, Ice Age. Ice Age Ryuma, crazy. Then attacks for 9. I take. So I'm like, bro, I'm thinking he attacks for 9, I take, right? But he has no more blockers, and I just stack all this down up and kill him. So, but he almost came back. You know what I'm saying? With this freaking Gecko Moria plays and stuff like that, man. But yeah, pretty good matches. I still got to figure out that Enel matchup, and then Lucci matchups, and go from there, man. But pretty cool list. I love Kaido, man. I played it before. I think it gets even better in OP08. But yeah, man, fire leader so far. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what y'all thought. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.